Ready? That's it. Get comfy for the vlog, CeCe. You ready? Last time you saw CeCe, she had just arrived at ours and ran under the sofa. So as you can see, she was very much at home now, aren't you? She just loves a snooze. She loves a fuss. Absolutely loves a belly rub, which I've never known a cat want so many belly rubs all day. Hey, oh, showing off her flexibility still. Yeah, and loves her food. But yeah, it's been really nice having CeCe around. As a lot of you may know, we lost Daisy and Boots, our dog and cat, really close together. It was just so unfortunate and the worst feeling. And then to have no pets in the house after having two, it's a horrible feeling. So yeah, it's really, really lovely. She's bringing us lots of love and joy, aren't you, CeCe? Am I interrupting your cleaning time? We are back in the car. Surprise, surprise. The last few days I've basically just recorded snippets and they're going to make no sense when I upload them, so there's probably going to be a little montage section of what I've been up to. But yeah, it's just been a really chocker few days. I've been staying at my nana's for the last few days. I've had various plans going on with sorry, someone's driving past and I'm still getting like public vlogging fear. They're gone. They definitely would have seen me. Yes, I've had to catch up with friends. I have had family plans, birthdays, Mother's Day, which is today, and I'm also running some mini Mother's Day sessions, which I'm really looking forward to. It's a beautiful day for it, and I've chosen the gorgeous location of Rayleigh Windmill. So Rayleigh is my original hometown. I now live in Brightlingsea, which is about an hour away. But yeah, it's really nice to be... I'm just seeing if I recognise those people. Do I know them? No, I don't think I do. Just checking it wasn't actually people that were turning up for my photos. But yeah, I've got people turning up between like 11:30 and 12:30, just some mini sessions. But yeah, Rayleigh Windmill is lovely. I'll give you a proper view in a second. A bit hard to see from the car, but there's lots of beautiful spring flowers around. Lots of daffodils. I was hoping the tree in the Windmill Gardens would be blossoming, but it's a little bit slow. But there's lots of other like cute little places, and obviously we've got the amazing windmill, which will be a lovely backdrop. So yeah, got a few little bits today, and then I will be heading back home at some point. I've got a few things coming up with the other side of the business in terms of workshops, teaching and creative mindfulness. So yes, I will be sitting down with you soon and just giving you a better explanation of what I do, because the last vlog, it was very brief. So yeah, I will dedicate some time to sit down and explain, because there's a few little sections, a few little things going on. So yes, but I hope you are all having a wonderful weekend, and yeah, I will go off and do some photo shoots now. changed the location up at the last minute. Just come into Rayleigh Mountain, in here in Liberty Royal, and there is just a row of daffodils, which is so much more suited for today. That's going to look so pretty. Oh, and we have a blossom tree as well. Yeah, we're coming here, 100%. Right. This is why we have to allow a bit of time before photo shoots, just to double check we've got the right setting. But yeah, how gorgeous is that? This is Rayleigh Mount, if anyone's interested. So pretty. Here we are, made it to the top of Rayleigh Mount, and that over there is my old senior school. How crazy is that? I'm back home. Photo shoots went well. The children were super sweet, and I even got a little cuddle from them as well. It was so cute. During the photo shoot, this other family walked past, and the dad looked at me as though he recognised me, and then he came back and said, "You're the photographer lady." And I was like, "Yes." And he said, "I think I follow you on Facebook." I was like, "Oh, nice to meet you." And he said, "I'm going to book you in to take some pictures of my boys." I was like, "Yeah, that's fine, no worries at all." But yeah, it's so funny when you get recognised, yeah, in public. I've only had that happen to me twice. That was the second time. So yeah, if said dad is watching, let's book in those photos of your boys. That'll be wonderful. But yeah, I'm not back home. I'm at my nan's. Gonna get my stuff together and head home and see my husband, and yeah, see what's happening in Brightlingsea. All I'm doing is recording from the car today. Look at the change in weather. We've gone from blue sunny skies to grey rainy clouds. I've just stopped at Tesco's in Brightlingsea to get bits for dinner, and I just had to record this moment, but the smell of sea air as I stepped out of the car was stunning. I just love living by the sea. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share. She managed to do it, so it is doable. She's stuck. So that was my first swim of 2026, which is unusual for me because I'm normally in nearly every month. But I think with everything that was going on from seagulls, can you say hello? I don't know if I got him. Yeah, with everything that was going on towards the end of last year and beginning of this year, it just wasn't on my mind. But it doesn't make sense because the sea is somewhere I come to when I'm seeking comfort or want to clear my mind, want to feel good. If I'm not feeling good, I'll come to the sea. But I think it just showed how overwhelmed I was with everything, because I think I wanted to get down to the sea, but I just didn't have the headspace to even get myself here, which is, yeah, crazy. But yeah, had a lovely swim just now with Val, who's in our WhatsApp swimming group. We are called Bateman's Babes because that tower over there is Bateman's Tower,
of Brightlingsea, and this is our swimming spot, hence we are called Bateman's Babes. But yeah, that was a lovely, lovely swim. It was very windy today, which it just makes it all that little bit more challenging because yeah, it obviously makes everything colder and but luckily the sun came out whilst we were in the water, which helped massively. But yeah, that sense of adrenaline and achievement after a swim is such a good feeling. It just gives you a real like dopamine hit. um, but the swimming community are just such a great bunch. I'm so glad that I have come into contact with that world. It's just, well, it's it's all women in our group, and it's such a powerful place to be. You could be going through anything, and you'll always be welcome with open arms. It's a real safe space, and you can just share anything together. Like, it's such a special community we've got. So really grateful. I first got into swimming during the pandemic, and I just got addicted, and it's something I've kept up ever since. So yeah, I've always had to be near the sea, and there's something about it that just is so calming and comforting. Let me just show you my view. I just realised my sunglasses look wonky in all those shots. They can't make out if it's my head. Anyway, that'll have to do now. Yeah, if you're a open water or cold water swimmer or dipper, do say hello in the comments, because I love meeting other swimmers, because it's only us that get it. We get what that feeling is like. Anyone that doesn't, they just call us nutters, which we know we are. It's funny, but yeah, unless you're a swimmer, it's very hard to understand that feeling. So yeah, please do drop a little hello in the comments and let me know where you swim as well. So I swim mostly in Brightlingsea. I love visiting other spots, but yeah, if you've got any recommendations around the UK, please do let me know. One of my favourites was the Lake District. Found a gorgeous waterfall, which is amazing. But yeah, drop them in the comments, and I will look forward, hopefully, meeting some more of you in this YouTube community.
The final shot. It is such a beautiful day today. I had a photography lesson in Felixstowe earlier, as you saw, with my lovely student Rebecca. She is doing so amazingly well. We've been covering the photography basics, so this was her third lesson, and she's making so much progress. Today we recapped some skills from the last two lessons, and we also experimented with new ones today, those being some macro photography, and I also challenged her to some manual focusing, and she was just a natural. She's such a pro, so I'm very proud. But yeah, really enjoying teaching. So we finally sit down to talk about what I am doing. My name is Lottie, as you probably now know. I have been a photographer for around 15 years now. Up until last year, I was very much focused on weddings, family photography, headshots for small businesses, and some big corporate companies as well. And last year, I had the opportunity to do a photography workshop for Brightling Sea Winterfest, which is a great festival that is run in the winter. You've probably guessed. And it's to help the community through those darker months. There are live music events, creative weekends where you can try different art forms and experiment. It's just a really lovely festival and a great way to bring the community together. Now, I, at this point, had started experimenting with mindful photography when I was either trying to clear my mind or I needed to just refocus for the day. Sometimes when you're working from home a lot, it's easy to get distracted or lose motivation. So I found myself going out on walks and just really taking in my surroundings, focusing on my senses, so what I could see, hear, and feel. And as I was observing my surroundings, I just felt called to take photos of what I was looking at. And a lot of the things I was observing was tiny details, things that you would normally just walk straight past, whether these were up high or down on the floor. And I felt my mind just slowing down and getting quieter. And for me, being someone that suffers with overthinking, I found this such a brilliant technique to really switch off that outside noise and just the chatter in your head. So I got to a point where I really wanted to teach this to others. And I had that light bulb moment of this is what I could teach at the Winterfest festival. So that's what I did. I put a workshop together. I think I was given, yes, I had an afternoon slot. So I had to make it last 3 to 4 hours. And I basically sold out. It was advertised as a mindful photography workshop, and the class was full. So at this point, I realized there was a real need for this and an audience out there. And I think what was so lovely was people really got something from it. They were describing it as creative therapy. It was time carved out for them. And that was really what I wanted to hear, which was amazing. So that gave me a real kickstart to growing Creative Mindfulness. I then started hosting small photo walks where we followed a similar format to what I did at Winterfest, but without any presentation. So just going out for a nice walk, connecting to our senses, and just really being in the moment, which is so powerful in this
day and age because we are surrounded by so much noise, the news. Um, we have access to so much on our phones, literally in our hand. And it's such an empowering feeling being able to just switch off from everything. It's one of those feelings that money can't buy, and it just feels amazing. And for that time, you can just enjoy being surrounded by nature, like minded people, and nurturing your creativity. People that come on the photo walks aren't professional photographers. Sometimes I have had professional photographers come on the course just to use it as a bit of time away from what they're normally photographing. You can use your phone as your camera device, or if you have an actual camera, then brilliant. I think it's great if you do have a camera because then you can have that time away from your phone. But if you are using your phone as the camera, that's no problem because we when we connect to our senses, I encourage people to bring a notepad and pen. So instead of writing on our phone, we can just really detox from the phone and, yeah, just not having any screen time. So that's a real beneficial part of the walk. The walks aren't focused on technical photography, but more so around enjoying that mindfulness experience whilst being creative. With my experience, I can help you with tips and tricks if you are looking to improve your photography. So I can be on hand to help with that. But the main goal of these photo walks is to really enjoy that mindfulness experience while sparking your creativity. A lot of people say that famous phrase, I'm not very creative, but I do believe we all have creativity inside of us. And these mindfulness techniques really help nurture that. So I would love to see you come along and just give it a try and see how you feel by the end of the walk. What I've also discovered is how these mindful photography walks are also really beneficial to children. It really helps them regulate their emotions, it improves their creativity, and it helps with cognitive development as well, such as planning and decision making, spatial awareness. So I encourage families to come along. I do now offer children's photography lessons as well, and I incorporate mindfulness techniques to help with their focus throughout the lesson. I'm currently teaching a lovely student who I've mentioned a couple of times now, and she is really thriving. And I've seen how she's grown in confidence, especially around me. It's always nerve wracking for children, I think, meeting new people and new adults. So it's been really nice to see her get more comfortable around me and just how much she's improved already in just 3 lessons. So it's a great tool for children in many ways. And what's really lovely is that her mum has said how she's still been practicing in between lessons, but not because she feels she has to, because she wants to. And she'll be focusing on things that we've been talking about, which I'm so pleased to hear. I'm so excited to see where this journey takes me. And I'm glad that you're here with me. I'm going to give you a mindfulness technique that you can try when you next go out on a walk or if you're just sitting in the garden. And this technique is great for either calming anxiety, switching off the noise in your head, and just being in the present moment. So when you go out for your walk, or maybe you're sitting in the garden or looking out a window, I want you to look for the colour yellow and just see how much you can find. You can write things down. I think this helps slow our mind down even more. And be aware of your mind just slowly calming down, your nervous system regulating, and just be aware of all those feelings. Let me know how you get on in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in the next vlog.